right. Fight. Description. Yo. Let's get the memes. All right. All right, everything's up and right. All right, here goes nothing. All right, welcome everybody. Tuesday, the 24th, last week of February before shit hits the fan. And yeah, let's get to work animating, shall we? Hello, Lee. Sounds like a very British greeting. Hello. What am I doing? I'm making a new fighter game for Marvels. Don't tell anybody. It's supposed to be really secret, and I thought, what better way than to keep my privacy than to live stream it? Sup, Nizwiz? Niz with it. What's goody, everybody? Just give me a second. I'm gonna get everything started here. Oh yeah, I gotta switch my test demo out. I know, right? You ever get tired of just waiting for shit to happen? Slam dunk? Like, you know, why don't they make this cool game? Why don't they make this cool movie? Why don't they just make this sweet thing? Like, why do people not want money? You know, it's a great idea for a fantastic. I'm just sick and tired of waiting for stuff, you know? Figure I might as well just do it myself, you know? That's how I feel right about now. Sick of asking for people's permission. Damn, let me turn this thing down, man. I've already got bad tinnitus. Okay. Yada. Okay, I'm gonna give Rogue a haircut. I'm gonna jump back into this one. Yeah, for those of you who are new, just kind of watching, hi, I'm Brad. I'm one of those animators, people that a lot of other people take for granted, working on video games. But yeah, welcome to my channel, welcome to my stream. I'm gonna do a little Rogue animation, so maybe you've seen this character, maybe not. I specialize in fight animation video games. I work in video games too. but this is my little humble stream where I just talk all things animation. So stick around. My sister loves DC or any kind of Marvel stuff. That's cool. I wish my sister dug DC or Marvel. My sister likes football, and that's something I don't get into. Your sister sounds really cool. Hello. All right. Let me get into the groove of things, guys. Let's see. I know I got a picture here somewhere. Yeah, this is my masterpiece. This is how I start out these things. I just doodle stuff, stick figures. And to you guys, it might look weird. Like it looks like chicken scratch, but to me, it's a map. It's information. So, yeah, this is going to be what we're going to animate tonight. So I'm just going to take my time, work on this one. But if you guys got any questions, feel free to let me know, because once I start getting in the zone, I ignore everything else. And then just like get in my own little world. But yeah. Be good. And I'll see you guys in the chat, yeah? But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna try to see if we can get this done in the next 2 hours, or at least the combo chain, so. Heads up, I swear a lot. I bitch and moan a lot. But this is a safe haven for people to geek and nerd out, so. Oh shit, I'm sorry about that. I'm like fucking up like my play blast over there. There we go. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Don't need any of that stuff. Got so many songs in your head. What kind of songs? Man, I've had Van Halen's Dream living rent-free in my head all day today. It's like I was going to take a trip out to the parlor shop and I just told Spotify to hit that shit on repeat. Ooh. Okay. The scaling works on this one. Yeah. What is it that I'm losing here? Come on now. Shit. So my manipulator doesn't. Oh, right here. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I need to get back in the groove of things. Shit. Okay. Does the scale work on this one? Yeah, it does. Let's try that. Big fist, big fist, big fist, big fist. Yeah, I don't quite have a solution for that one. Okay, cool. Right. I set up a hotkey for that one too. Sure. Yeah, I just gotta warm up a little bit. What's this for? X-Men 87. Rogue is a war child. I hear voices in my head. What up, Gunky? Happy to help any problems. You're on standby. Sounds good. I might hit you up in a little bit about constraints. I'm just gonna blast through some animation tonight. My industry standards, since winning already, since you are a professional, seems like you are taking a step back. Oh yeah, yeah. You know me. I'll always like to lower my standards. I'm all about not getting too good and not getting too fast because I don't want to be that guy. That's a hard reputation to live up to. I know my place. Industry stand, man. Industry is boring, dude. Why you gotta work for the industry, man? You know, you're just kind of like a number. Are you on the fritz right there? What is your reasoning on try to animate Blender? Maya is industry standard, and since you are already a professional, seems kind of like you're taking a step back. I don't see it as taking a step back. I see it as expanding my resources. I see Blender as a really good opportunity to work on independent games. I feel it has a lot of good render potential, especially when it comes to 2D animation and rigging. And if I already know everything about Maya, what's the fucking point of continuing in Maya? I think in a long-term sense, I think the industry is going down a road where people just want to have everything instantaneously and quick. And plus, this animation's just been getting a lot of freaking heat on social media. I don't know if you checked it out, Gunky, but shit, like nobody gives a shit what software you animate in, just as long as the result looks good enough. Jesus, trying to animate with a pen is crazy. Oh shit. Okay, homie. Don't make me go back to the mouse. Her hand's too big. Great. Where? Yeah, where's the control? Oh, shit. Like, how the hell did that control just happen to go here? What the fuck? Okay. Broke off of it. True, but if I get hired, aren't you required to use Maya, let's say movies, animated TV shows, and AAA games? I mean, sure, if you wanted to get a job. Yeah. Are you asking like me why would I just continue to do Blender? Or are you just asking like for yourself, like what's a good path? Because yeah, Maya is industry standard, but I mean, there are plenty of companies that are incorporating Blender into their pipeline too. So either they're going to train their animators or eventually people are going to have to learn animation as well. You know, I know Insomniac and Sony are heavily adopting it. So there's going to be a time where, you know, I mean, I can foresee animators are going to have to either be like working with two softwares and not just one. And for me, for my money's worth, I believe like Blender's already got like a better real-time renderer. And people already love animating in Unreal. The trouble is you got to animate in one software and transfer it to the other. What really helps is if you can actually animate it within the software, like Unreal animators are a thing. And that's where I kind of see what industry is trying to ball for. And it's not just that, but if you just strictly know Maya and Maya by itself without any technical aspects or any other kind of like virtuous software of knowing like tools, implementation, coding and stuff like that, that makes you kind of like lower tier artist as far as animation is concerned. And I say that with all due respect because more technical animators, technical artists are basically what, you know, stays on the grid, so to speak, or highly more sought after instead of needing to be trained on site because that takes time and resources. But yeah, like people do recommend Maya, you know, and you should stay with Maya, but I already know Maya, so I mean, there's only so much I can learn about Maya. But when it comes to animation, it's like, yeah, I've been there, done that. Been doing that for like 12 years. Plus, I don't know if you know, but like a freaking Blender movie took home like the best animated award for best feature. And gave a shout out on stage. And boy, if you don't think the industry's listening to that and wanting to make a change in the future, you get another thing coming. Here's the thing. I always follow where the money and the politics go. because that's going to basically give you a roadmap of what's going to be in demand. And right now, people are putting so much money into AI just for the sake of getting it done quicker and faster. Because as the new generation gets older, people are only have so much of an attention span, if you know what I mean, Gunky. Like, we live in a very doom-scrolling universe nowadays where okay enough is good enough, and we don't need to see into the details. Have I tried animating in Unreal? No, absolutely not. I wanted to because my NetherRealm uses Unreal, and I have a buddy who knows how to, and he was telling me that's another step in a whole different ball game. What's up, Mystic? I would like to try. I think, like, animation-wise, I think the path moving forward, fulfilling kind of like where the industry is heading, is Unreal. Obviously, is very much Unreal, and I could see Blender being like a side piece in order to kind of help movies along. Because I don't know if you guys know GOAT. Have you guys seen GOAT? Sony movie, Spider-Verse. Was it K-pop Demon Hunters? All that shit was done in Maya and Blender, you know? So the animators, I got animator friends that work in Sony, they're saying they work in both softwares. And that style is in heavy demand right now. Because, why? Because of box office records, because of Oscar nominations, because of good movies, and Hollywood tends to follow models. And you're starting to see more and more films adapt that style and that, you know, that look, just because it's what's hot right now. So, you know, that's just for the foreseeable future. And since we're all artists and animators and we adapt, it's just good to have a broader retrospect on what you can do, not just be a one-stop shop for animating in one software only. You can, don't get me wrong, you can. You know, I'm not saying to everybody who's just like, I want to do this and that's it, go for it. By all means, go for it. I know 2D animators, that's all they know. They don't want to do 3D, they don't want to touch 3D. They just know 2D, and they do very good 2D too, but they limit themselves to like how much work they can actually find. And 2D, I love 2D. It's coming back in a great big way with like small TV spots, commercials. You got sick ass companies in Europe like The Line working on some fantastic fucking stingers, all done in 2D, traditional, by people who just like, they will stick a flag in the ground and die on that hill for the art that they love. And there's always going to be a place for it, but you are competing with very, very elite, talented artists within that program or software, said software, so to speak. You know, what's holding back Blender from being industry standard as of right now? Support. Like, Blender doesn't really have a lot of resources to be supported, but since Netflix is actually, I think they're partnering up right now and pouring some resources into it, that's kind of the first step in order to get, you know, exclusivity to their tools and tech. Other things are, because a lot of studios are like 20, 30 plus years old, implementing new tools is going to take time, you know, not months, but years technically, you know, to get tools built, engineers on, making things work with pre-existing thing that they've already got. So, you know, it's gonna, I mean, it's on hold, but there are studios right now utilizing it, which is telling me, yeah, you know, as more job opportunities in the future are going to come up, you're probably going to see that on more resumes, Blender Experience Plus or Blender Experience Needed. So I would say, yeah, you know, it's good to know both. But if you're an expert at Blender, like I know you are, that's great. I would just say try branching out to another software. You know, Maya is industry standard, and, you know, of course, that's always number uno mas. But for instance, sometimes you go to a company where they're like, yeah, we do Maya, but we're not really thinking about using it. Class A example, NetherRealm Studios. NetherRealm, we have Maya, but our focus is straight up motion builder. That's it. My production drive is starting to boil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boiling in a good way or bad way, Mystic? Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I think we're good here. No, we're not good here. She's a bad mama jamma. Dude, that Dream song has been in my head all freaking day. Good way? Hell yeah, dude. Feel, Mystic, feel that fire. Feel that fire. Grope that fire. That's probably came off bad. Like, harness that fire. Massage that fire. No, don't grope that fire. Let that fire burn. But as of right now, yeah, blenders are just free to use. Like Maya's a pain in the ass with like freaking annual fees in order to like, you know, even make a decent living. I mean, to put it kind of in perspective too, do you think companies give a shit about what software has what pros and cons? Due to like if it's expensive or not? No, companies care about two things. One, will it make me money? And two, how fast can I make it? We're in the failing business. Think they care about which software gives them that result? No. Shit. Holding it. Hold on. Hang in there, honey. Oh man, she got thunder thigh. All right. I was trying to like, I was like on a roll yesterday, working on my penmanship, working on my tablet. Now I'm just like, okay, I got to get back to just rotating this shit on my mouse. I'm trying to train myself to animate with my tablet on my Cintiq. Some of the best animators I know animate with pens on tablets, and I never adopted that method because I was like, it's too hard. I'm left-handed. You know, the keyboard faces the wrong way. But I see the benefits of it because you could actually feel the movement. Shit. Ouch, that leg. I'm breaking this character. Don't worry. That's why it's called a breakdown, Mystic. You gotta break it. I must break her. Don't worry, I can fix her. She'll be alright. Could play some cool 2D games. Man, talk about 2D games, man. There's some hot 2D video games coming out this summer. Have you found a way to animate her hair easier? Yeah. I got, yeah, kind of like in my little, I think Donovan, who was on the chat last stream, showed me the ramp constraints. So like she's moving now, which is good. Let's see. It's kind of interesting because like these joints work in real time, so the hair is moving. Not as crazy as I'd like to, but like the movement's still there. I'm probably gonna have to tamper with some of the attributes in order to kind of get it, you know, get it looking good. Because like she's gonna be moving in like one frame right after the next, you know. You got the custom controls. I built it off of rigs. So like the rigs that they were showing me. Oh no, not the bone collection. Oh crap! Come on now. God damn it! I already forgot the. What is it? Control Shift D. Control D. Nah. God, I already forgot the. Wait. Is it? Okay, yeah. Control Shift C. All right, yeah. Damp tracking. All this crazy shit. Is this in Max? No, this is Blender. Taking me back 20 years, sir. Oh, damn. Nobody speaks of Max, Mr. Case Claiborne. Nobody speaks of that software. Nobody was alive back then. Yeah, Blender, the new hip shit, you know, what the kids are playing with now. Yeah, if you want to go work at Max, if you want to work with 3ds Max guys, go work in Japan. You got plenty of Max work with that. That's what I saw From Software was actually hiring. I was like, oh man, what does it take to do that? They were like, yeah, 3ds Max. I was like, no thanks. We still use 3ds Max, Biped Studio in our office. No shit. I had a student that was like, I felt so bad because like I was trash talking 3ds Max in my class, and one of my students was like, "It's not bad. I use it. It's fine." I got a bad history with 3ds Max. That's actually lost a job opportunity due to that software. I was animating in Maya at the time. This was like right out of college. And I went to go interview for the studio for Raxus in NetherRealm. I mean, NetherRealm. In Maryland. Sounds a lot like NetherRealm, right? And they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we use Max. Do you know how to do that? And like an idiot, I was just like, yes. You know, probably like listening to one of my crazy uncles that was just like, just lie. Just get in, right? Say yes to whatever. Literally, like, you suck, yes. I'm like... And then I took a test, and that sealed my fate. I sucked. The test was horrible. I still remember it too. They were like, we're working on this game called XCOM. Ooh, cool, really sweet, whatever. I just was like, I just want to get a job. And then the interview was great. The people that worked there were fantastic. But yeah, I couldn't fucking animate the test up to their standard. And I got let go. Back before plugins existed, I used to spend 30 hours a week animating hair. Jesus. No, I actually tried animating Rogue's hair here until my boy Mystic was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I try not to do hair or cloth anymore by keyframing. I feel like that's just old hat, and I would be stubborn just to keep animating that way, like a fucking 2D animator wants to paint polka dots on a Jaguar every fucking frame. It's like, no thank you. No thank you, we good. Look, it did it again. Let's see where that location's at. Okay, break, motherfucker. There we go. Max is horrible and beautiful nightmares. Max is a horrible and beautiful nightmare. Just lie with Max. I hear you, sir. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. And that was the wrong thing to do, because they called it. They were like, so you animate like this on your demo reel, and what's this? And so I learned a very valuable lesson that day when I reached back out to the guy that got me my interview. He was like, a software is a software, no matter what. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter what it is. We just care about the animation. So I was like, I understand now. You guys literally don't give a fuck. You just want the result. You know? So, kind of like to somebody's earlier question, why animate in Blender? Blender gives good results. I like the results Blenders are looking for, like Blender does for you. And the coolest fucking characters are being made on Blender right now. Maya has some pretty pass A low B tier character setups, but Blender has some fucking hot sex S tier characters. XCOM, you love that game? Yeah, it was a cool game. And it was animated all in Max by a lot of pig farmers in Maryland. They shuck crab over there. Their crab cakes are pretty good. But chat, to this day, that was the coolest interview I ever had. It was my first interview I ever had. They flew me out to Maryland. They fucking gave me like not a limo ride, but a car ride to the studio. I got so dressed up like I was actually like I was dressed up. I remember coming in, people were like, dude, you look like my driver. I was like, damn, this is what it's like to be in the industry. I felt like I was a celebrity. It was so cool. But yeah, it turns out everybody in Firaxis was like pushing 6 feet tall. So I felt like a short king when I was in the elevator with them. I was like, I kind of laughed and I was like, is there a height requirement to work here? But yeah, the studio is pretty cool. It smelled like hay. It was like a barn, you know. Don't blame you. Blender was becoming popular when I was deep into Max. These days, I've been in the insurance industry. That should tell you something. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, Blender, I never understood why people did Blender until I started seeing it become kind of like in the studio. I forgot. I remember the old Blender. I was like, this is a piece of shit, man. Who's ever gonna animate in this? Because there's no animation support. First there was no support and there's no animation tools, period. But there was one animator, his name is Mark Masters, super fucking cool guy. Go check out his YouTube. He teaches you everything you need to know about that software. But he was teaching alongside me and I animate. And he was like, I take Blender. And they were like, do we have any Blender instructors? I'm like, hell no. Why would I teach that? And but yeah, he always taught it, so I kind of got like introduced through his little tutorials, you know. And then when the grease pencil came out, I was like, this looks fucking cool. And yeah, Maya has shit 2D attachments to it. They have shit 2D software on their computer, and it crashes. When I do my draw overs, I have to use like third-party plugins that are also garbage. And even the 2D stuff like Harmony doesn't support 3D. I don't know, I haven't been through too many softwares. But Blender, oh man, it seamlessly does it. And this software is fast. It's easy to bring things in and delete it. It's fast to open up. It's fast to execute. Where Maya, you know, you have to like open it and go make a sandwich. You know, but you know, that's what I hear. I hear Blender's trying to get like some new sexy animation tools in, so I'm all for that. I'm all for that and how to import animation quicker. Right now, I'm doing it the ancient way, the ancient Babylonian way. It's called keyframes, guys. You move a frame, you take your time and you set a pose, you know. You move a puppet around, you second guess everything that you're doing. You start thinking about your life choices. You have a lot of anxiety. You push keyframe and then you delete it and start all over again. You know, wars were fought over keyframes, pretty much. It's a quick turnaround. Yeah, it's like, it's so crazy that like we're kind of looking at. It's so crazy that we're kind of looking at 3D as a traditional way of animating now. I've had classes of students who could give a shit less about 2D or people that started this industry. It's jarring. It's jarring to see that we're crossing that generational gap now. All right, I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna steal this. I'm gonna get rid of this pose. Steal this one. Move that. Ah! Okay. There we go. Chit. I will get there. Cool. Let's see. All right. Strike a pose. See, I think that one's going to be okay. Save. Doing some fighting gaming stuff now? Yeah. That's right up your alley, isn't it? Fighting Panda. Do you like Fighting Panda? Or is it just like somebody, is that like one of those intimidating names? It's so funny. It's like all of a sudden, like everybody in the chat comes with like their tag fighting in the middle of it. Like, did somebody say fighting? Fight expert. Yeah, doing some fight stuff. Actually, not really fight stuff because I don't want to animate another victim getting the shit kicked out of them. That's Ronin. That's my Ronin project. I'm just gonna do like attacks. I dabbled. It's my gamer tag, 2005. Never changed it. People assume it's Kung Fu Panda, but it came out in 2008. Damn it! I hate when they take your good ideas from you, man. DreamWorks probably saw your gaming tag and was like, "Fucking $1 million idea right there." He'll never know. It's like, I got an idea, guys. It's called Fighting Panda. You can't fucking use that name. It's in like, I don't know. It's his gamer tag. He's gonna sue us. Okay, well, what else can we use? How about Kung Fu? Genius. Do it. The lawsuit never went anywhere. Damn. You ought to make your own version of. You ought to make like the real version of Kung Fu Panda called Fight Panda, Fighting Panda. I'm pretty sure people will buy that. People go see that. That's what we were always joking about that. We were like, in Overwatch, we were like, no, we're just gonna do it better. I'm gonna push this pose a little bit further, a little bit later. Yeah, people tend to like the Marvel shit. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, but I do like Rogue. Facts. Do they know the difference between pixelated and rasterized? Who? I kind of know the difference. You talking about Blender? Let's see. Let's see if I can actually put like one of my first 2D swipes in here. Oh, there goes her hair. There goes your hair, honey. This rig is gas, man. This rig is some S tier quality, man. It slaps differently. It really does. I know, man. Like, do you realize Mystic, I think you should file a lawsuit for Overwatch, dude. You realize their new dominatrix that they put in that game is like basically ripping off Queenie? That's exactly why they're getting like 200,000 player base. And it's so crazy how they were ripping Blizzard apart for like making gooning poses, and now everybody's gooning over their new character. You saw that, right? I saw that and I was like, man. That's that AI shit, man. That's those AI data miner rats that they got working in the company. Seeing where all the traffic's going. Yeah. It's all right. Sorry, I thought the cat was a great addition. That was really cool. That was a joke we had in the studio for a long fucking time. That jetpack cat. It's like, it's smart because they're actually listening to their fucking instincts now, you know? Oh, and this little character called Jeff the Shark made like a big fucking impact, so I'm pretty sure that had nothing to do with it. Pretty sure cute and cuddly characters weren't a thing, and the second half of the last 2 years, I'm pretty sure not one of them won an Oscar, and not one of them was highlighted in front of like every blockbuster trailer that came out. Won't steal our ideas. Welcome to Hollywood, man. It's cutthroat business. Yeah, I heard one of the guys at Rockstar left to start his own like Mystic adventure or his Mystic quest or something shit like that. All right, that's not too bad. Saving. See, it saves so fast too. God, I love Blender. Oh, Blender. Reminds me when you were so excited about Hamster character. I heard about that for over a year. Then it came out and everyone was like, meh. Hey, you know, like, thanks to the Hamster character, what was the name? Hammond? Oh, yeah. They try to call, well, first they try to call him Wrecking Ball. That's where they went wrong. They were like, bro, nobody's going to fucking call him that. So they just called him Hamster. And then, yeah, right after that, Fortnite released their Monkey Ball patch with built-in grappling hook, and everybody forgot about Hamtaro, you know? That's what happened. They just like, Fortnite stole that idea and just, you know, pretend like, you know, none of us people who were trying ever existed, you know? I mean, but that's like tale as old as time, right? I actually enjoyed him. I never played him that much. I have a confession though, Panda. I was actually watching some Overwatch gameplay today. I was watching old school Doomfist, man. I was watching when they had Attack Doomfist, man. That was my shit. I fell in love. I was like, man, back when times were simpler. Back when you could like totally take out a team of 5 with one Doomfist. Green was created at 95. Oh shit, you should have trademarked that. It always comes down to this. It doesn't really matter who comes up with the idea. It matters who's the best. Yeah, like, well, who did it first? I was watching a movie called like what was it called? It was about when the stock market crashed. It had Jeremy Irons in it. Damn it, I forgot that. It was called like Margarine Call. I think that was it. I think he played the CEO of that company that went under after the housing market crash. Margin Call, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he said there are three rules to success in this business: be smarter, be first, or cheat. He's like, now I don't cheat. He goes, even though I think there's some pretty smart people in this room, it's probably better just to be first, you know? And I'm like, you know, that's what she said. Oh, yeah. Kevin Spacey was in that movie, wasn't he? Yeah, I watched some clips of this other movie called Company Men. It's basically Ben Affleck gets laid off and he's trying to find a job. And boy, did that movie just like resonate with me so much. I was like, why am I so obsessed with like, you know, trying to watch somebody, you know, get back on his feet? I think that's because that's what we're all chasing. You know, we're all chasing that hope. But yeah, like you throw a couple $1 million into the mix, you know, banking on where you're living and staying, and then get laid off abruptly. You know, that's I mean, nobody wants to ever deal with that. But I just found it so interesting to watch. I'm like, shit, you know. Watched any good movies lately? I actually watched Ford versus Ferrari with my wife the other night. That was kind of cool. I really liked it. But as far as movies coming out, I don't really know if I'm excited to see anything. The journey. It's all about the journey, baby. So let me grab this one. And let's see what poses she's got. I think that one's pretty good. Oh, right. Okay. Let me grab everything here. Oh, shit. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that, damn it. Just take everything and X move over here. Yeah, Blender's very interesting because Gunky, I don't know if you're still here, but yeah, Blender's very interesting because like I finally kind of got a knack of how grabbing everything and moving it over in an axis. I'm so used to middle dragging shit with Maya that it's stuck in my brain to do that as rule of thumb. This is how you drag scenes in Graph Editor. But Blender is kind of interesting with its fail-safe up, down, and left and right. There's just more buttons added to the process. I love the movie. I really enjoyed F1. I couldn't see F1. It's you would think it's on WB because they promoted it like HBO Max, but no, I gotta pay for that shit. I don't want to pay for that shit. I don't want to rent movies for $25 on streaming platforms that should be there for a subscription that I'm paying for. But you know, it's tough times for those streaming companies, right? You know, they're losing streamers due to free content on the internet. So of course they got to raise their prices to keep up with the competition, unfortunately. It was co-developed by Apple. Crazy rules. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. I just remember they premiered it on the WB lot while I was out here, and I was like, oh, cool, a Brad Pitt movie. He's still around. I think this works out pretty good. Let's see. I'm switching back to mouse because my pins, I'm getting nervous. My pen skills are fucking up. They just announced the sequel to it. What are they gonna call it? F2? The sequel? Or F1.5? How Blender Journey going? What's up, Bizod? Dude, I don't know why, man, but like I said, this is growing on me like a fucking villain arc, dude. You know, this is starting to really grow on me like a second monitor, man. It's like a subscription I forgot to cancel, dude. Blender's like straight up. It's pretty fire right now. I'm like, I can't get it out of my head. I think it's like because what I can do with some of these characters or what I want to try to do, you know, just to see like if the pipe is a little bit easier. I think what gets me excited more than anything is I could actually render something, you know. But yeah, slowly but surely, dude, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to do posing with my pen now. I'm trying to use my my tablet to start posing some of this shit. Can't able to send you my custom hotkeys. That's all right. F1 FU. That's hilarious. Yo, Avik, what's up? How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy last week of February, man. Don't we have like 4 more weeks of winter? What did that little rat say? The groundhog? Yeah, what did he say? We got like 6 more weeks of what? 6 more weeks of Corona? I never jumped into Blender. Randy was complaining about it a lot. It scared me off a bit. I saw Randy's demo reel recently. That boy's got some good animation. Randy complaining? I don't think I've ever seen that before. He must be the most polite whiner in the world. Talented fellow, that indeed. Randy worked on my favorite short in the whole wide world. Currently, I fix all my problems with Blender, but the biggest problem for me is Blender Gizmo. I don't like specially location one. Oh, is that like a hotkey hot thing that's out there? Yeah, I'm gonna when I start getting comfortable with Blender, I'm gonna take a look at that toolbox some of y'all were recommending me. Because it's like animating without A tools is like, for me, it's like taking a step backwards. I love my gimmicks that make my job easier, but animating with my elbows again is enlightening, but also infuriating sometimes. I'm sure there was a way I did it 10 years ago, but I can't remember and I don't want to. Saving. Ooh. Yeah, the journey is happening, man. The journey is here. See how far we can push this lady. Do you work on fighting games? Cinematic stuff, pretty much. Yeah, I'm one of those cine guys. The kind of shit that people skip, you know. Much of my work hasn't been seen because people are too busy skipping intros. But you know what? When you work on a good super move, chat, nobody can skip that. And that's what I love about fighting games in general. When you work on a super move, players can't skip that. They are forced to watch your animation. They're forced to watch it. So that's when I'm like, yeah, I love to bore players to death. I want them to suffer. I want them to suffer when they're getting beaten. I want to suffer when they see my animation finish them off. Yeah. That's your problem with learning to animate in Unreal Engine. Yeah, Panic. We were just talking about you earlier. Somebody was asking, like, do you think it's a good idea to animate in Unreal? And I'm like, I know a guy that does that. Maybe he might answer it for you. No good tools, just got to be good. How was the journey animating in Unreal? And do you think that there's like, that's a good skill to have? You said nope. You know, the visual repetition of the gizmo, like Maya, there's a little box in the center, blender, a big circle in the center. So when I flip the keyframe fast, I can't able to trace the art. Oh, no shit. I wonder if that's got anything to do with this little guy. You talking about this one, cursor? No, that's not it. You're not talking about that. A visual representation. Oh, okay. There's a little box. Okay, I got you. Oh, like a keypad or something like that. Right. I got you. Let's grab her here and here. Well, I'm sure like the people on YouTube have got their answers. Unreal's not the way to go, folks. Good night, everybody. See you all in Sea Dance. Yo, what's up, Miguel? Like Team Tac fightings, when you get eliminated, imagine spending 35 minutes in a match having a bad range, losing, and then being forced to sit through someone's 10-second finisher animation you can't skip. Yeah, that's like when they throw their controllers and flip over their desks. It's like, that's the kind of stuff that I love to clip on the internet and just say, I drink your tears. That's why I took the job, is to watch you suffer. Start adding unskippable cutscenes. Player love that. Yeah, I'm sure they'll love to like. I think what would make it even extra frustrating, Gunky, is if you got to skip a cutscene, but then say, "Are you sure? Are you really sure? Can you check this box to agree to the terms that you want to skip this?" That would piss them off. EF is really fun to play, but they refuse to let people skip those finishers because people know let's pay 200. Good God. Yeah, that's that business model drama bullshit trying to come your way. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna do a swipe after this one. Okay, that's her pose right through here. Okay. That's feeling pretty good. Just to animate a little bit of settle. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Little bit. And you would think, and nobody pays for that, and then half the lobby does have that. I mean, you know, it's all first editions, Miguel. There's like, I think it's just like they just want to be glazed with like being the first to get it. You know? It's like it's the same thing when Star Wars drops a new toy and they got like 40-year-old, you know, Chewbacca looking dudes out there waiting to steal it from kids, not even give kids a chance to buy toys. You know, and nobody else is like, I'm not going to do that shit. Even though I want it, I'm not going to be out there. I'm not going to be out there 24 hours and, you know, like buy that shit. You know, but then again, in the back of their head, they're like, but they wouldn't be first edition, so sorry, you lost. You know, it's like, I'm not into that stuff yet. I mean, I used to be, but not anymore. That's just like, that's shit that I don't even have time for. Yo, what's up, Smiley? What's up with turtles? Dude, I'm on that blender. I'm on that blender high, man. I'm on that shit. Sorry about that. Yeah, man, this is the gas, dude. Yeah, man, it's on me, dude. Blender has been intruding in my thoughts, dude. It's been living rent-free in my head for a while now. It's like, I think it's just the fact that I just kind of want to get okay-ish at it. Get sponsored by them, get Blender for free, so I won't have to pay for it. How did you pick up Blender? A good tutorial, something? So, yeah, I was talking about this a little bit earlier. Mark Masters teaches it a little bit. He's been teaching alongside me at iAnimate. So I think he introduced me to it. And then Pierrick, the French animator on YouTube, he's just got some fucking wild animation. He's a rigger too. And I saw that and I was like, that's pretty hot. Probably nothing you can't do in Maya, right? And then, dude, like the best fucking models are made in Blender. Like nobody's making this shit available to be rigged and animated in Maya, you know? That's what's getting all the attention, man, you know? It's like, I want to animate Gambit. I want to animate Rogue. Did they have a Maya rig for that? No, it's in Blender. Okay. Well, I guess I better learn Blender. Yeah, Arslan said it perfect. All the new cool rigs are coming to Blender. Yeah, not Maya. Maya's the side chick now. Blender's the main chick. Maya's the side piece now. And it's good. It's healthy. It's like competition too, you know? Maya's like, well, hey, where are you guys going? They'd be like, hey, we'll get your shit together, right? Plus, they got like a lot of rizzing models, dude, you know? That's what everybody wants to see on demo reels nowadays. Waifus. They want to see waifus and furries. A lot of money to be made in there, right? Thinking about starring furry fighters too. How about that, chat? Watch my stream blow up. Actually, I kind of am working on a furry fighter in a sense. Now I'm thinking about it. And it's quick too. Like, I don't know if you tried Panda. I don't know if you picked up Blender, but dude, like look at this shit. Like, watch, I'll save it really quick. Like, look, I'm out. Open up Blender. Bam. Bam, right fucking back in, dude. Shit. Don't eat. Like, literally, dude, like, try doing that with Maya, right? Try doing that with Maya. I'll literally be reading you an audiobook. Give me a sec, guys. I know, right? And it's like, it's not that big of a software either. You know, it could fit in your pocket. You could put that in your pocket. You could put that in your Little John. But dude, like, it doesn't, and it hardly lags either, too. Like, I mean, fucking chat. Why does Maya like buffering so much? Like, even when I move these screens left and right, this stuff lags. You know, Maya's like, I rotate a cube, spin, lag. You orbit the camera. Maya's like, give me a second. Hang on, a second. It's a box, right? And it's like, dude, like, I gotta argue with Maya, man. And the second Maya opens, your computer's like a jet engine. It just goes into like fucking NASA mode, right? Like the controls are like, you know, going haywire, you know? Maya's like, what do you want to do today? Yeah, I want to animate in 30 frames per second. He says, are you sure? Yeah, okay. I can do 12 for you today, but not much more. And it's like, bro, fresh file, nothing. Like, the worst part is, like, it's a fresh file, you know, you open up a scene and it's still slow. And you're like, bro, how? How? First thing I do in Maya is I open up my scene, I just play it just to make it feel like it's fast. And it just kind of skips a beat every once in a while, you know? Where do you guys find these models? It's called animationharem.com. Just be careful how you spell com. No, I'm just messing. I got this from Gunter, man. He's a fantastic fucking rigger from Brazil. Yo, Primo, what's up? You want to get something similar in Maya? A couple of add-ons that can help you animate Pro. Yeah, I took a look at Pro. Animation. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Yeah, Zod. Yeah, I was just talking about your toolbox. I think you should look out for the add-ons, really. But yeah, definitely. When I start getting like good at kind of comfortable with the workflow, I'm gonna take a look at those sexy add-ons for sure. Maya doesn't lag. Hey, okay, so back to Maya. Maya doesn't lag because it's overloaded. It lags because it knows you're on a deadline. It don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, Miguel, hang on. Let me, I shot this in LinkedIn too. I love how animators I've never met before will DM me, not even with a greeting, and say like, hey, saw your stuff, or hey, how's it going, or hey, what's up, man? They just basically say, where'd you get the rig? You know? Whose rig is that? Who do I gotta shoot to get that rig? I'll put it in the chat, guys. Go show Gutenberg some love. Oh no, I'm not gonna get canceled. Hang on. Be careful how much you scroll on this. But yeah, let's see. Where's the actual free part of it? This is his new Chun-Li one, right? Yeah, that's Chun-Li for sure. I gotta be careful. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna just slip this over to my second monitor right now. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. Hang on, Miguel. See membership options. Ooh. Show me those options. Collections. Somebody's gonna beat me to it. Normally when I have AJ on the scene, he gets it to me before I can. Oh, come on, man. I need to put this in the chat. Let's see. Rig. Oh my God, he just dropped the wedding Rogue. That's so cool. Rogue Rig 2.0. There's a specific spot you gotta go to it. Okay, yeah, it's here. Yes, okay. Sorry, I don't, you gotta untranslate it from Portuguese, but this is it right here. Happy New Year, here's a free rig. There you go at it. And stop by, show Gutenberg some love on Twitter. He is a fucking beast of a machine that just keeps spitting out these amazing rigs. And he just dropped Rogue's wedding dress one too. For those of you guys that really wanna, get personal with animation. I think that's kind of weird, but I'm sure there's an audience for it. Check it out. He dropped this one. I guess like Rogue Rivals comes with skill. Oh, it's blurred out. I'm sorry. You need to pay extra for that. Ha ha. You remember when all the tournaments, someone loaded a no, I did not know that. Loaded a new texture of Chun-Li. I did not know that when at a tournament. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, Prima, how's your cat doing? I thought I would have had to put down my cat today. Took him to the vet and they told me he was healthy. Yeah. But he has an infection and living here right now. All right. Well, hang in there, little guy. That's good news, though. Yeah, much love. Sending love and confetti to your kitty. We love our cats here. I can say if you get your head around Blender, you will love Blender. Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, Blender's already growing on me. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Perform well in Maya. What happened to me with those Kyle Figgins rig? Kyle Figgin also has a great resource of Maya rigs. I consider him a legend. That guy is keeping up the drive to keep animating in Maya. He has a lot of crazy characters in there. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we love our fur babies here, so get well soon. Okay. Let's get out of this, out of that, more screen estate. Yeah, definitely check them out. The rigs are pretty fucking solid. Well, you know, I can only speak for the Blender ones too, so they're pretty good. And he doesn't like he doesn't half-ass it at all too. Like he give you the scale, the bends, the tweaks, all that good shit. I think the next step is how to get the anim poses in a little bit quicker. And I've already tried using Cartwheel from Maya. It brings in mocap pretty fast, but I'm waiting on their Blender plugin. I'm waiting on their Blender plugin to try it with this one too as well. Because that's kind of how I see, you know, the kind of next step of animation kind of being processed, like instant anim data that needs to be in game quick, like real-time instant data, and that's what the AI front is kind of helping with. You don't need a fucking high-tech studio to get mocap anymore. You just use your iPhone or any fucking video from the internet, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, getting that to kind of be polished up is something that the boys out in DC are kind of working on right now. Ow. Yeah, people love Blender though. I'm finding the faith, man. I mean, it's cooking in a good way. Like I used to just not care, you know. But, you know, it didn't have to go this hard until recently. I'm starting to find the faith. I'm starting to see the light, you know. I'm starting to become a believer. But I still got to put it through the ringer. I got to air fry this sucker. I think the Ask K&K showed off a Blender add-on like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a bunch of A-tool experts for this. There's a lot of people that see the kind of the interest in the software, and that's why they're selling a lot of the add-ons. First thing I was like, where's a static key delete channel? There turns out to be one in Blender for $15, and I'm like, all right. It's enough. I gotta pay a bunch of money for a fucking video game. I don't need to be paying $15 for a fucking tool in Blender, man. It's like, what, you think I fucking eat at Chipotle too? Get the fuck out of here. Still living on crackhead soup. Let's see. I wonder if it would be a good time to try a smear, see how that looks. Okay. Come on, Rogie. Come on, Rogie. Oh, damn. Did somebody summon me? Dude, I had to let go of Chipotle Dreams. Guac was $2. I know, like, you guys saw that interview with the CEO? Like, just saying, oh yeah, we're confident we can raise our prices. Because everybody who eats at Chipotle has, you know, 6-figure salary, right? So with that data, with that AI grok data in our back pocket, we're confident we could sell queso for $5. And all our chips will be a penny a piece. Well, actually, I'm sorry, they don't make penny. They technically don't make pennies anymore. What's the next thing? A nickel, right? So a nickel a piece. So you get $1 for 10 chips. Actually, fuck, my math's all off. 20 chips for $1. 20 mini scoopers. But I do like their protein bowls. Their protein bowls are pretty banger. I'm seeing that model happen a lot too. There's a lot of companies that are just making protein bowls now. It's like, I don't give a shit about bread. Just give me the meat. Really, even Taco Bell is rocking at unbelievable prices. Like, dude, you used to tell it. Well, I think that's a good thing because nobody should be eating at Taco Hell. I think what was it, last month I tried it one time, and yeah, like I felt like my stomach was eating the rest of my body. Like my stomach says, now I'm gonna eat you, bitch. Yeah. I was like, nope. Like the Raven, nevermore. All right, let's see. Okay, let's do this. Is this... Wait a minute. Do I have translocators on here? Ah, okay. Okay, there we go. Let me grab everything here. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Okay, that's cool. She does this. Okay, this part, yeah, I need to move this back a little bit. We in this bitch? Oh yeah, we in this bitch. And it's getting violent. Dude, the only thing saving grace was cheesy Fiesta potatoes. And now we don't even have the little scallions, don't even have potatoes no more. I know, right? We should totally boycott Taco Bell. I'm sure we'll make the news. I think we need to go to Waffle House because everybody's used to fighting there. Waffle House is where the strongest fighters live, you know. I think Vegeta hangs out there. Ah, this is what I love too. I don't know if Panda's still in here, but check this out, Panda. This is what I love about Blender's built-in graph editor. They got fucking sliders built into this bitch. Real-time sliders. Real-time sliders. Suck it, Maya. Yeah, I will take your shoulder, please. And I will slide that bitch too, Blenda neighbor. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I gotta keyframe this first in order for it to take. Oh, I gotta select them too? Fuck. Okay. Yes. Oh, do I have to have a keyframe first? Yeah, okay, so it's gotta be keyed first. Okay, I get it. Cool. Yeah, that's like one thing I do enjoy about Blender software. It has an asset library, it has slider library, it has mirror options, pivot options, copy paste options, and it's all for free. It's all in your face, you know, ready to explode. I think they're onto something with like animation assets that we have to pay for in Maya. Let's see, that arm doesn't feel too correct. Okay, yeah, because I think we need to be over here. There we go. Let's delete this. Can I delete it? Can I delete it? Will it bleed? Will it blend? Yeah, what's up, Anim Jam? How you doing? Let's see. This is for a fighter game? Yeah, it's called X-Women. It's called Wife Fighters. Chillin', bro. How you doing? Doing anime here at home, watching you animate. Cool. Yeah, I know I'm here animating. Sweet. I like the sound of that. Oh, you know, just getting back on that train, trying to stick it to the man and the machine. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. Okay, yeah. Let's get over here. Okay, now let's try to do a smear through here. And they throw their wives into the ring with power versus power. Weenie Puss. You guys ought to watch Rubber Ninja Pokemon. You'll thank me later. Okay, let's see. Drawer. I think the universal hotkey for Blender is D. Or if not, okay, or it's this one, annotate, annotate, and make annotate. I can't even speak chat. Activate, cool. So, okay, does it annotate here or can it annotate on camera? That is the question. And where is this annotate located? All right, my first time kind of fucking around with grease pencil on the scene. So let's see. Does it show up here? Ah, right. Oh, because it needs to. Right. We need to show it up through here, right? There we go. Okay. So if I did this and this. I see. Okay. So. Text, cursor, annotation. Okay, gotcha. So we can turn that off and then just turn this on, kind of. We had extra blah, 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 bones, origins. Okay, so yeah, this is what we kind of need to see right through here. So in a sense, let's see. And it just stays there, huh? And in order to get, where is that in view of the timeline? Are there any good monthly anime challenge? Agora stopped doing them. Yeah, Agora's doing some kind of makeover. Maybe it might be a good time for us to start anim challenging, huh? Start picking up where they're leaving out, you know? Like, we just talked about capitalism. We had a whole lecture on capitalism earlier about stealing shit. Maybe we can steal it and just call it the Anim Bum Challenge. The best bum wins. Bum of the month. We steal those. Yep, we take them. We make them ours. We just call it the floppy frame fest. Yeah, I wanna make them cringe when they hear it. Posapalooza. That's a good one. Posapalooza. I like that. Frame and shame. Frame and shame. Knowing me, it'll probably be like, like fucking render surrender challenge. Render or surrender. Okay, my guy is here. Let me save. That's a good idea. I'm so used to Mystic telling me to save. So we've got this part. Let's see. Annotate is here. Let's make it white. Let's make it a little bit more. Yeah, in that range. So we'll just do this for temporary effects. I do not know how to fill this in though. This is exactly what they do at Tokon too, so, you know, I'm not the best. I'm not the best, I'm not the best scribble scratcher. This is exactly what they do on their screens at Tokon. Like before you execute a move, a guy will literally come up with a dry erase marker and draw on your screen. Bum of the month. Not an Agora challenge. Yeah, definitely. We gotta put 2 D's in front of it. We gotta give them the D first. We gotta be like, the definitely not Agora challenge. Fix it and polish challenge. My animation submission is titled I'll fix it and polish. Chat, you know what I really thought of that made me fun? It made me really laugh. So there's an old school website called newgrounds.com. It's where the OG independent cartoon animators hang out. It was like run by Tom Folk a long time ago. But I remember watching, we used to watch like animated short films on there every single week because everybody would just drop whatever the fuck they were doing in there. And there was actually I forgot what episode it was, but there was actually a cartoon in there. And, you know, obviously it was just like somebody was scribbling like I am right now, making a 2D animated short. Yeah, Anim Jam knows about it. And then in the middle of that film, it said, sorry, like it was cutting to an action scene of some sort. And then the film just cut into a page that wrote, sorry, this was too hard to animate. Just like continues on with the rest of the film. Like he literally just had a frame where he apologized and said, this is too hard to animate. And then continued on with the film. Oh God, I loved it. It was so great. I was like, that's amazing. It was either sorry, this is too hard to animate, or sorry, I didn't have enough time to animate this. But it just like, it synced perfectly. Okay, guys, annotate is here. Where is this on the timeline? How am I controlling this? Like this shows up and then it just pieces out. Annotation line, annotation polygon. Can I grab this somehow? Look at that. It just goes in the middle of the frame like cake. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, how do I get rid of it now? Castle series, A Killing Spree and Newgrounds. Yeah, they made a beat 'em up game out of the Castle Crashers. It's a really good one. Yeah, I used to watch Legendary Frog because he was the only guy that was ever doing Final Fantasy and Legend of Zelda cartoons. Okay. Grid plane. Is this something an outliner maybe? Nope. 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 All right, let's look this up really quick. I have it. How to hide annotations. Quick delete. How the fuck do I delete? I love this Reddit post. How the fuck do I delete annotations? Similarly, bonus, there's 3 ways to place a drawing cursor. Stabilize, but how do I keyframe it on and off? Blender, how to key. The puzzle platform that were made. Oh yeah, yeah. Looking for the answers to that too as well. Struggling with annotations. I kept thinking that this was just a way to like draw something like, or wait, let me see if this works too. Annotation eraser. Annotation polygon. Ah, and does that fill it up? No, it doesn't. Grease pencil and animation. Yeah, this is the that's what I'm curious to. Like, did I hit the right one? Was it the annotate or do I have to do the grease pencil? see. Let's take this is one of those parts where I was gonna be like, okay, let's find out something new. Use pencil tutorial.
I've been trying
12 minutes. Take a look at this.
to learn Blender for about 3 years now. That is to say, opening the program once every animation, like our line art to would go below solid stroke, picture sensitivity of the brush, here, screen. On the left, we can mouse. If your camera view gets all crazy, we can zoom in and out of our canvas with the
This is just opening into a 2D scene.
startup. In is opening a new project file. We'll select 2D animation.
Yeah, it's just opening up in a new 2D. I don't want a 2D. I want to draw on top of my 3D. There's a way to do this too.
All right. Select this little circle or
Sure.
enter the numbers in the transform box.
I think it's called like drawing over it. Drawing with Blender, grease pencil, blah, 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 blah.
I am a lazy artist. I work fast, I cut corners today. Then we'll grab both of these edge loops in line art. Same kind of thing, but you can constrain it to a single collection of all the different. So we can ignore both of these, but blank is what we're going to use pre, and we're going to name object right here. And that way, as we add grease pencils in, let's be really organized, rename all the different grease pencil objects so we can kind of keep track and we can.
Prima, you got something?
Did you know Blender is much more than just a 3D modeling tool? One of
No.
my favorite features, apart from sculpting, is the drawing tools. To start, simply add a blank grease pencil object to
Is that just right clicking? How do you get to the menu?
your scene, then switch to draw mode and you're ready to unleash your creativity.
Just go into the menu and click it. How the fuck does the menu show up?
Simply add a sculpting is the drawing tools. To start, simply add a blank grease.
First, add.
To draw. Did you know?
Add. Where's add at? Add. Ads. Auto writing this comment. I'm like, okay. You skipped a step, buddy. How to add grease pencil. God. Press Shift and A. Uh-oh. Choose grease pencil. Okay. Oh, that's how I zoom out? Hang on a second. Did I find something I was looking for? Shift and then Shift A. Oh wow, I gotta put that to my hotkey. Sweet. Okay. What am I looking for? Add modifier. Blah 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 blah. Outliner. Top row. Grease pencil. Auto masking. And it works here, right? No, it doesn't work here. Save preferences. It doesn't even work on here too. With Blender's defaults, don't even work. Lies. Is it Control Shift S? No. Why would it be that? Shift Alt A. Shift Alt A. Shift Alt A. Shift Alt A. That didn't do anything. Oh, buddy. Let's see. In the 3D port, grease pencil object in Blender. Oh, do I have to select an object? Or does it have to be an object mode? Probably got to be an object mode. Shift A. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's what we missed. It's got to be an object mode. Okay. And then Shift A for menu. Yeah. But it's got to be an object mode. Let's see. object mode, add, shift A. Okay, the add is just called this. All right, let's tweak this really quick. I'm curious if industry custom still has the same thing. We're an object, so shift A. Nope, still bust out. Okay, no worries. Object mode, deselect all. Right. Object mode. Yeah, object mode is here. So that's sub object mode. Windows 3D view. I love how everything is alphabetically organized in this fucking program. God damn it. Are you still using industry standard? Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. Object non-model. Where's like the subsidiary of object mode? Yeah, object mode is here. Can we just add something through here? Curious, it should be in curves, pose, graph, animation, generic, gizmo. Kind of weird. 3D generic. No, it should be here. There's there's object non mode, right? Object mode right here. Dory. Okay. So, right. Yeah, and it just goes to the bottom through here. Huh, interesting. Object mode. Object mode global. Ah, here we go. This is where we want to be. All right, add new. We found it. All right, wm.cl call menu. And view. It's got to be all in capitals. 3D. MT add. There we go. And then Shift A. Shift A. Fucker, Shift A. There we go. Cool. Save. And voila! We have entered grease pencil. Shift A brings up the tab. What are you trying to do? Oh, there you are, Gunky. Oh, nothing. We're just finding grease pencil. I'm trying to put grease pencil into this. Because I thought annotate was going to help me do like a swipe in my preview, but annotate just looks like it's like for blueprints and direction. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's see, let's go into pose mode. Getting rid of annotate. I guess this is something like you can't select, right? Is this an eraser? Ah, look at that. I guess you just can't clear them, right? You just gotta erase it like that. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, now, yeah, grease pencil. We in the grease. Yeah, we're getting greasy, chat. It's time to turn the grease up a little bit. Okay. So, object, shift I, grease, a stroke, blank, scene line art. Oh my god, there's so many options. Monkey? That's politically incorrect. I don't think I'm comfortable with choosing monkey. Stroke? Let's try stroke. Whoa! Okay. Did it just give me did it just give me whatever stroke it wanted to? Oh, okay. It's like a customizable stroke. Okay, I get it. Grease pencil. Let's just do blank, right? Well, it's pretty much what we just chose, right? Blank nothing. Okay, add grease pencil object to scene blank, create empty object. Create a simple stroke, basic colors. Construct the Suzanne grease pencil object. Quickly set up line art for the entire scene. Collectible lineup. Which ones do I choose? Random stroke? Let's see. What's the scene line art do? Come on now. Come on now.
Hello, my name is E. You can grab individual. You can also extrude.
Yeah. Let me go, it's an AI stroke. Yeah, let me go back to Prima's video real quick. Now that we know how to access this fucking tool.
Features apart from sculpting is the drawing tools. To start, simply add a blank grease pencil object
Blank.
to the scene, then switch to draw mode and you're ready to unleash your
Oh boy,
creativity.
I gotta switch it to draw mode.
Some awesome features such as multiple layer functionality.
That's what happened, chat. We're not in draw mode. Okay. Shift A, blank, draw mode. How the fuck do I get in draw mode? I love us just like one menu thing after the other. Is it here? No, gimbal. I'm pretty sure you could switch this, right? Draw mode. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Good shit. All right. We found something, chat. We're navigating. The pin. Take a look at the pin. And they said there was objects in here too. Ah, the squiggle. You see, we're kind of working on a prototype right now, and after I do my animations, my buddy is kind of drawing over these things. And I think this is how he's accessing them. So if I do this, okay, cool. But is this customizable? Here it is. And then do we take it away? Okay, draw mode. Let's see. Object mode. Does this have properties? It does. What about visibilities? Focals, blah, 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 blah. You could actually turn it off, maybe? Opacity. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, that's the annotates. We could have fucking did this with annotate. I'll be damned if that's the case. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. No, go back to uh-oh. Blender's actually thinking. I'll fuck around with that. I don't want to jump ahead of myself right now. Where are the visibilities located? In the tool? Because normally, let's see, here's the grease pencil, here's visibility, but can you keyframe it? Normally in Maya, this is where you have it in attributes, but I don't see it. Camera view. You would think it's this, but that's annotate. Throwing a lifeline, chat. Any help? Gunky, if you're still here. Where's the, like, you make this. Oh, opacity here? That's it. Okay, this is it. We got it. Okay. Okay, swipe. This is just for testing. And can you key this? Animate property. There's the key. One frame. And then key it again. Is that the key? Yes, that's the key. No, it's not the key. Fuck! Is this selectable? There it is. Opacity. Here we go. There should be a way to key it just right here. Okay, well, we did it. Yay. Took us about like 3 steps. We did it. We're learning. We're growing. Haha. Suck it, Tokan. We're coming to get ya. We're coming to get ya. I'm on that ass, Tokan. Coming to get ya. All right, so I'm willing to bet. Let's see. Now that I actually know there's properties for the annotate. Okay. And then if I did this, let's see. Okay, swipe, fine. But interesting, this doesn't show up. Oh, because it's not in pose mode? So if we go back to object. Wait, what menu was I just on? That's so weird. All right, there it is. Am I going blind? We were just on this damn thing. Physics, constraints, data. Oh, because I'm not in draw mode? Ah, okay. It needs to be in draw mode. So you need to be in draw mode to access the annotates? Okay, and if I did... Oh, no. Shit, I'm looking at the wrong menu. Right. Okay, we don't even need to be in draw mode. Yeah, my bad. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we can get away with it for annotates too if we want to. Yeah, draw mode. Yeah, definitely. Have I seen any work that made you say, go damn? I'll tell you what, Anim Jam. I saw this the other day, and then it just hit me. I was like, why the fuck is this not in Spider-Verse? Hang on. Get ready, chat. I saw this character art, and I was like, why the fuck isn't this in Spider-Verse by now? Give me a second. This might not be, for most of y'all, this might not be that big of a damn moment, but this was like, how does this not exist? It's too good. It's like, it is peanut butter. It just goes with everything. Give me a second. Who do you think would be the perfect addition to Spider-Verse? Like, just, what do you think would blend in with Spider-Verse? Like, just, would just fit. Would just like, it needs to exist. Character, yeah. What character do you think just needs to exist in that universe? Carnage? Okay, so think about it. This is Spider-Verse, right? What character would 1,000% no refusal undeniably need to be in that movie? It's the Spider-Verse movies. I'm probably building this up. I'm gassing this up probably more than it needs to be. Alberto Melgo makes me go, damn. Miles is already there. Ooh, Black Cat would be interesting. Check this out. I saw this and I was like, this has to be it. Look at this shit. Blade. Somebody painted Blade in a Spider-Verse style. Brother, tell me this guy doesn't belong in that fucking movie. Oh no, it's not I want Blade and everything. It's just it belongs in this universe. That's fucking peanut oil right there, man. That's that S tier shit. That's a certified banger right there, man. Fucking 29,000 likes. The people have spoken. Michael J. White, I'd go for it. I saw him on Joe Rogan the other day. I'd fight for that. Nobody else is going. I mean, fuck, just get Wesley Snipes to do it. Dude, I saw that. Yeah, that was my damn moment. That was like, damn. I could see that happening. Yeah, the story would have to be, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure like with the whole multi-dimensional thing, the story would probably have to be centered around, you know, like I could see more, like Morbius is actually one of Spider-Man's enemies. So I could see Morbius being in there and then Blade just fucking shows up, you know, and I got to take them down together. It's just the character itself. It could build off that one movie. Like for that style, that action, Blade fits the fucking bill. But it would also have to be pretty violent, you know? So, you know, just to kind of tweak around how you would build him. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, dude, that it fits in that universe. Like he's built to be in that movie. Mike Tyson. Great power comes great responsibility. Shut the fuck up and pay attention to me, man. You know, keep your eye on the target. You'd be absolutely cooking, man. It'd be disgusting. Hey, yeah, don't you want to have Mike Tyson say, I'm Blade. Let's punt some vampires. I eat your children. Happy birthday to me. I'm 1,000 years old. My offense is impregnable. My defense is unmatchable. I think it's the other way around. Yeah, defense is impregnable. Offense is unmatchable. Shit. I'm getting rusty. Okay. Fuck. Let's get back to this. Sorry, guys. Get away this. I don't need that. And then get away with this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then I can just delete that, right? Can I? Interesting. Okay, let's go to object. Let's go to draw. That's another thing that's kind of weird about Blender. It's like you got to select things and choose which mode you want to go into. And right now I can't figure out how to get the fuck back into draw mode. There we go. Kind of odd. Little oddity. All right, draw weapons. Let's see. Sign the sign the contract, big boy. Wouldn't it when he was trying to fight Bob Sapp? When like Sapp was like destroying everybody in Pride. That was so unfair, by the way. Like Bob Sapp fighting in Japan was like so unfair. But I remember that. I remember when they were like, I remember when he was in the audience. And he showed up and he was like, sign the contract, big boy, sign the contract. Oh, interesting. Is that what this means? A race hard? Oh, wow. I thought this was another brush. Okay. Cool. Where's the custom shit for this? Okay, base color. I'm gonna go with white. That is not white. Fill? Oh, stroke. Okay. No RGBs? Okay, cool. All right, we've got... Is this transitions? Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm just testing out all these smears. That's nothing. Ink pen. All right, I'm not trying to be fucking Picasso over here. I just need a fucking... Okay. This'll do. Can I fill? Is there... Okay, draw, erase, utilities, enable catalog. What is this? Phil! Phil! Phil? Phil? Ned? Shit. All right, fuck it. I don't need to be perfect. I'm pretty sure there's something in there. I just want to get back to animating. An absolute freak of nature, human being. He was too, bro. Oh yeah, Bob Sapp. Yeah, that dude. I mean, he was stupid popular in Japan. Like, that guy was like almost like Michael Jackson level in Japan. And that's what a lot of those big guys did. They went to Japan because the money was good. Like all the fighters and pro wrestlers and stuff. But he was like their top guy around that time. He was like pretty much a real life version of Zangief, come to think of it. That dude was big. But he just got gassed out too easy. I mean, all you had to do is put him in a ring with a fighter who can go like 2 rounds and you'd lose. Let's see. Bucket fill is the tool sidebar on your left. Ah, okay. Okay, right here. Cool. So if I do this, let's see. And then did this. Okay. Like, do I have to make like a perfect circle or something? Fill. Don't know why it's not filling. Fill this cup. What time I got? Okay. It's okay. I just need one swipe. That's it. All right. So we'll use that for now. This is just like I'm still trying to block this shit out. Pose. And oh yeah, that's right. We got to... Shit. I gotta keyframe this. Fuck. I forgot-ish. God, I wish you can keyframe this shit right here. No. Grab that. Okay. Opacity. There we go. Turn this off. Can it key like that? Yeah, it can. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's all I need. That's funny, but if Mike Tyson entered the chat, I'm running. I would love if Mike Tyson entered my chat. I'm a big Mike Tyson fan. I love Old Iron Mike. I'd be like, I'm down with pigeons. I love pigeons, Mike. I used to beat you up and punch out, or try to at least. Bucket feels the I know the bucket feels weird, just because I'm blasting through it. Prima, yeah, no worries, we'll figure it out. I just want to get like something rough and dirty in there. You know how it goes. Okay, let's just add it for a frame. Oh, that's right. The line art actually makes it chug a bit. Wow. Yeah, my Maya's a little bit slower. I mean, I'm sorry, fucking Blender. That's what I meant to say. You heard it right. Grease. Wonder if like turning the visibility off helps. Nah, it still blocks it out. Wow. So there's nothing I can do to like kind of like modify it a little bit lesser. It makes sense. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can we just delete it? Okay. We'll come back to it later then. All right. Well, at least we learn how to access the grease pencil. Cheers, guys. Happy Tuesday. Sent you custom hotkeys pre-skip. 3 scripts on your Discord. Check it out for free. Did you put it in the Blender section? And damn it, B-Dod. I see you put it in the free stuff. Put it in the Blender section. That's all right. You know what? Just keep it there. But guys, I made a Blender section. I made a sweet little Blender section in Discord. It's all good. I'll check it out, though. Thank you. Thank you, Zod. All right, let's get on this. Let's get on this action. Okay. All right, we've only got 2 hits so far. I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit. All right, muscle memory is kind of coming back. Let's see, where are we at? Where? Okay. Really? Okay. There we go. I was like, brother. Loco. That's another thing about Blender that's kind of a little crazy, is just how sensitive it is on its rotations. I'm pretty sure you could fix that setting up somewhere. I'm just too lazy to figure out where the fuck it is. I didn't notice that section. Now you do. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. I actually wanted to play a video game tonight, chat. But I probably won't have time to do it. I think maybe we'll try to do it Friday if my computer doesn't crap out. But it's a new 2D game that's coming out in March. Hand drawn by the best animators that did Cuphead. So that one's on my list. Anybody that knows me is just like, I just want to support the traditional animators. So anytime shit like that comes out, I'm all about it. Okay, well, why is there wings there? Is that a torso tool? Root. Okay, Root, get that shit out of there. Get that shit out of there. And then, whoops. So how do I, okay, control deselect. Okay, I got it. And then, let's see, fist pose. I'm glad she comes with the asset library. Oops. Come on. Here we go. And my light's going out. Give me a second. Actually, let me stand up for this chat. Hold shift to make sign unzip. There's a guide that readme files created 5 minutes ago. Give it a try. Feel free to ask for anything. Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan. I shall report. Oh God, I love that mirror pose. So cool. Okay, this is one where a boob's gonna get a little crunched. That's okay. Because this is gonna be a squash pose. Yeah, I didn't really count on like the big legs, like the big military grade legs that this rig has got. Did you get the zip files? Did you try Cascature? I opened it. Yeah, Cascature is like, hey, you want to use our stuff? Like, give me all your information and pictures of your family. Cascature is pretty threatening sometimes. But no, I need to try it. I need to get that. I need to abuse that AI in betweener. Make it my biatch. Sup, clown? Just to let you know, you can actually download GIFs as planes and have them playing in the background as doing stuff. If you need a placeholder for some kind of action, that's a good try if you want to give it a shot. Oh, GIFs? Oh, you mean like for my stream? Let me see. I actually didn't check it out from this side. Yeah. Ah, come on now. Don't fuck with me like that. Bro. Okay. My hotkey is triggering that. Fucker, piece of shit. Okay. All right. Just wanted to get that feeling good in a good spot. Let's see. I know I could bend the fuck out of this even more. Just like a calculator app needs access to actor contracts. Never mind. It's okay. You don't need more on your plate. Yeah. I mean, eventually, like, it's cool, because like I really would like to make a lot more craziness happening on my stream. Eventually I want to, like, animation is just taking up so much of my time experimenting with all this stuff. Unless I could hire somebody to help me out with this, that would be fun. It's just right now this computer is busted as fuck. It freezes at just unknown times, and that's Origin's fault for not properly like putting this thing together. I'm probably gonna have to eventually send it back. But no, I appreciate you recommending me stuff that could make this a little bit more interesting. I know I've only got Rogue playing, like I've only got my idle cycle playing right now. One guy actually had his past animation work playing during his stream, which I thought was kind of interesting. And some other animators like do kind of like what they envision playing in storyboards just to kind of keep it interesting. But yeah, I know to keep it to keep the stream a little bit busy and a little bit interesting to watch. I'm always trying to come up with interesting ways to keep you guys amused. The only thing I can think of is just like symphonic 80s rock music. And me trying to provide that anim knowledge. There's one guy here to see likes a lot of stuff playing. He has a lot of stuff playing at once.